We live.
We are live.
Woo woo!
Yay!
All right. Let that warm up for a little bit. So, Patrick, how was your weekend?
Uh, Tiring.
Yeah.
I did my ordeal for Order of the Arrow with my son, which is a whole thing in scouting.
Yeah.
You say it's a lot about giving back to scouts is what that group was really about, and conservation, and so it was a good thing to go through, but it was the humanity made it a rough day towards the end.
Oh, I bet. Because where was that at?
That was down at the Lewis and Clark summer camp.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Nice.
we got some projects done for the camp, made it look all nice, and help them out a bit. Good, but tired.
I bet. Anything exciting coming up in your calendar?
Not overly. I mean, I've got some things on the radar, but it's just kind of getting through to the next week and
Sure.
things like that.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Getting ready for school. Is your kids getting ready for school?
I won't call it getting ready as more of getting scared.
Right. Hey, awesome people just decided to watch our show.
Hey, awesome people.
Hey, John. Woo!
Hi, John.
Um, I guess we can start off with the question of the week since I'm wearing Star Trek attire. What's your favorite Star Trek?
I would definitely go Voyager.
Voyager?
I really like the amount of diversity they have with the aliens in that one specifically.
Mhm.
So the Ferengi are hilarious, but at the same time very interesting, and it's a deep lore into
I guess when it came to the Ferengi and Voyager, I just couldn't wrap my mind around why they added them. It was all interesting stories, great and all that, but it was just in my mind it was just like why when you had all these new species that you never came across before in previous episodes. But
because they had a lot to say about the culture, and it's interesting to have in a work in a society that's so focused on finances and money currently.
Mhm.
When you have the Federation, who really doesn't focus on money near as I can tell,
right,
it's interesting to have a group that requires credits and
right,
all of that stuff. So that made it interesting to me in a way, because it was a mystery juxtaposition.
sure,
And they had to have someone running the bar and the hollow suites, because you need the hollow suites. And it was interesting to have the nephew of the Ferengi decide to join the Federation towards the end.
sure, sure, yeah.
Become a Starfleet Academy member and all that. And
Yeah, I guess in a lot of sense, it was interesting in Deep Space Nine learning about all that as well. But especially with the one you were talking about, the Joint Starfleet was Nog, right?
yes,
Yes. And then his uncle was running that bar.
His uncle was running the bar, and his father was the cousin who was or the brother who was just kind of a not as smart Ferengi,
Sure.
and but much more charming in his own silly way. He was very much a Gomer Pyle or a
Sure.
And at the same time they were they had even though it was all about money for them, there was a connection to the rest of the crew who didn't value that. And
True.
My favorite character from Next Generation ended up coming over. Actually, my two favorite characters, O'Brien and Worf,
Yeah.
towards the end, and it's just like that works for me. The changelings were interesting. The spy portion of it was also interesting. I loved that there was that political tension going back and forth, and it was more of a direct juxtaposition rather than we'll spin back to the Klingons every now and again. We'll spin back to the Vulcans, etc.
I guess when it comes to me, I actually really love the there's not a series outside of the original series, because that was the original.
Mm-hmm.
There was not a series that didn't happen to mention anything They always did mention stuff from the previous series or other series. So like, and it just continued on and on. It's like the back and forth between the multiple series just seemed pretty um, very inclusive for a lot of the other things. So that's what made that all interesting. But I guess for my favorite, I'd probably say I'm more of a favorite of both the movies.
Yep.
I absolutely loved Wrath of Khan, Undiscovered Country were both of my favorites. And then also for the Next Generation movies, I absolutely loved Insurrection. Just yes, you could say that. Yes, I was really pinpointed and interested in the space battles, but also just the storylines just were just there and awesome, especially with um, how society wants to be here in the United States. You know how in Insurrection you have the people who are anti-technology, and then the Federation who are fully technology, along with the Sona. And we have that here in the United States with the Hutterites and all those, and then all of us that don't live on those. So it's interesting bringing that to the Federation universe in that one.
Fair enough.
So, but enough about Star Trek. Johnny says he's Team Borg. So, yay 7 of 9, right?
We shall assimilate.
Yes. I guess we can start off the show like we always do with some sports ball.
Hooray, sports ball!
Woo-hoo. I'll move this over a little bit. As you can tell, we have a little bit of restock here. We have the jumbo packs for Topps Chrome 2025. Comes with 3 Chrome autograph cards. Oh, no, wait. This is actually not the... Oh, no, yeah, it is. It's the jumbo packs. 3 Chrome autographs per box. And then we have... I can't remember what this box is called, but it only comes with, I believe, 2 cards, and both of them are autographed.
Nice.
So, a little bit more spendy, but hey, you automatically get...
It also says a 112 card pack.
Oh, never mind. It's 12 cards. So of the 12 cards, 2 of them are autographs. So, and to move on to football, we have the National Treasures, which is on the high end of cards for those of you that like to collect sports cards. This is the NFL version of National Treasures. So, and it's 2024, so that'd be last year's draft class for those of you trying to collect all those players. And that's it for sports ball. Woo woo!
Yay! So, do you want to go for your Star Trek as we were just talking about it?
Yeah, we can go with our Star Trek here. So, of all the things that we've showed you in the past for those these collector cases for different things, we've shown turtles, we've shown multiple different ones. We actually have Star Trek, which, as you can see, this specific collector's case of all the small cases, as you see here on this picture here, because all the small cases have all the characters from the original series. But the collector's case is, if anybody knows the name of the shuttlecraft, bonus points to you, but I'll give it away right away. It's the Galileo, which was the shuttlecraft of the Enterprise in the original series. So, do you happen to remember, Patrick, what the shuttlecraft was called in Next Generation?
I do not.
I don't remember either. That's why I was wondering if you knew. So
we've got all sorts of stuff here. Let me show those off.
Yeah, we have Gundam, which we have the starter decks, but we'll show off the booster packs here. Restock of these, but the starter decks over here, for those of you that are huge into Gundam, we have the starter decks here. We have 4 different ones, and they each come with their own little figure. So those of you that want to just buy these for the little figures for your own little Gundams, more perfect for you. But also this has starter decks. So
Zeon Rush was the first one, Wings of Advance.
So yeah, Zeon Rush, Wings of Advance.
Heroes Beginning.
And what's the final one?
Seed Strike.
Yeah, so as you can tell, just by looking at every box, they're all different Gundams that you can add to your collection of Gundams if you have one, or if you just wanted to start a collection, here you go.
Or if you wanted to play the games, things like that, you've got a nice little figures. Or if you're playing some kind of sci-fi Dungeons and Dragons, you can use those for minis and that.
Yep.
But now we're going on to cards, and evidently the new one is for a Teenage Universe's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the starter deck. Along with that, you are going to have the individual packs. This box is unopened currently, but we'll pop her open. That. Very nice little looking foil packaging there, so it's going to give you some reflect. But it's got Leonardo hanging out, all 4 turtles actually on the front.
And one of the cool things is you got on the starter deck, you have the artwork of the original, what we grew up on.
Yep.
For the cartoon, and then on this one you have some of the new art from some of the newer series. So.
Yep. And then for our card players, if you're into Fallout, we've got a new Fallout sleeves coming in.
Also from Fallout, we have a nice little black stitched playmat. So on this picture right here, if we can get it to focus, maybe. There we go. That's what the playmat's going to look like. So those of you that are huge into Fallout, this is actually a really cool playmat that you can grab or buy. Not just grab.
And for our Dungeons and Dragons players, we got some really interesting minis coming in. These ones by Reaper have been really impressive to me because the details on these. We got a couple of giant spiders hanging out there. And then we have they're calling these spider swarms, little piles of spiders you can have attack all at once as well. So those are just lovely little pieces that can definitely mess with your players. Good times all around. Really nice looking minis, ready to be primed and painted, waiting for you here.
Sure. And we'll go to the big camera for Patrick to show off what is
We've
it
got
called?
a new blind dice box. This is the Yawning Portal series. It's from the Waterdeep collection. It's got the giant yawning portal right there, and it's opened up for you right there. Good to go. Just reach in, grab a set of dice. I got one of the last ones from the previous box here. I'm going to crack live on screen just to show off what we got going on here. You want to switch back so I can show off the dice?
Yes, I can do that.
Packaging looks thusly. It's backwards, but still. We're going to rip that open live here. Got a nice looking bag there. Coming on strong with some gray and pink looking dice. This is a different color scheme than I have normally seen. Kind of like it. And then each one is going to have always comes with a coin in it as well. This one is an inspiration coin with the Ravenloft, showing it as Ravenloft currency. So I'm just going to focus in on there. Mm-hmm. And just got some really nice detailing on the back. It's always going to have that D&D ampersand on the back as well. So if you're looking for a new set of dice, this may be the way for you to go.
There you go. Might have to grab one of those on the way out, when we shut down the place.
Yeah, they're fun to crack.
Okay.
But that takes us through all this. Oh, we got one more thing to show off.
Oh, yes.
For our fans of Dan to Dan.
This camera or the big camera?
Let's go with the big camera.
All right.
We've got this guy. I know it's from the series Dan to Dan. It is a character from that series. So if you are a fan of that anime, I have not yet to watch it. But evidently it's pretty funny more for the adults than for the kiddos. But if you're looking for something from Dan to Dan, we got this fuzzy guy hanging out. And that would take us to Funko Land.
Woo-woo! You want to go, huh?
I will let you go first.
All right. So we'll start off a little bit from my childhood, growing up on a movie that, I don't know, it was one of the very few that you'd think would freak people out, but it didn't freak me out. We have Elliot from Pete's Dragon. So I absolutely loved this movie, the music, all that. I still have yet to see the remake, so I don't have an opinion on that but I absolutely love the original. We're gonna stick with a little bit of Disney. Got from Star Wars, we got General Grievous, which is a Walgreens exclusive. So those of you that are loving collecting Sith characters or bad guy characters, as some people would consider, that'd be a guy to add to your collection. And then from Harry Potter, we have Dobby. You wouldn't happen to have a pair of socks that you can give Dobby to set him free, would you?
No, I do not have any socks. I'm going to give over to Dobby. Dobby can stay working.
Yeah. And then to finish off, I'm just going to show off a few of these. But for those of you that don't want to collect the full size pops, and you don't want to go down to the bitty pops, we have the pocket pops. We have anything in the Marvel. So here's Doctor Strange, Shuri. Let's see. We also have Aquaman from DC. We have the Blue Ranger from Power Rangers. And from Star Wars, we have Boba Fett. Red Boba, or it looks like Valentine's Day Boba Fett. No, Target Con Boba Fett. So yeah, we have plenty of those in a box here waiting for those of you that want to collect those instead of the big guys or the little itty bitty guys. So what do you got, Patrick?
Okay, so going back to what you were showing off, we've got this guy hanging out from Harry Potter. We've got a Dementor, all looking all nice and scary and friendly for anybody who's wanting to grab him. You know, as we said, we kind of have that going on. Still sticking with with Disney kind of way. We got the chase version of the Black Panther with the eye mask open, but the eye showing. So if you are looking to grab, if you're collecting the Black Panther stuff, we have the chase of Black Panther currently available. Along that way, it's another chase or Funko exclusive for the ASPCA. Back to the Future, we have Einstein. My favorite. I wanted a pup like Einstein when I was a kid. And last but not least, because the second season has started, we've got Enid and Wednesday with Cello, both Funko exclusives. So if you're looking to, if you got a Wednesday fan in your life, want to get Christmas shopping done early, grab these two while they're here, because they're going to be gone before you know it.
Oh, definitely. Look how popular that show is.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess that takes us all the way to the end of our show. I guess that means we get to go back to work.
Yay!
So you guys have a good night. If you want to join us, we're open till 8, like always. If not, we're open again at 10 tomorrow morning. So you guys have a good night. Drive safe. Drive to arrive, and enjoy the weather.
Yes.
Is it supposed to rain tonight or tomorrow?
I don't know.
It's supposed to rain sometime in the next 24 to 48 hours, so be mindful of that. So,
real question is, who will stop the rain?
Is there an rain dance? You know, like how back in the day they had the rain dance? Is there?
I don't know. I wonder who will stop the rain.